How does Express simplify REST API routing? Have you ever wondered how developers make their applications respond to different requests so seamlessly? Today, we will uncover how Express simplifies REST API routing, making it easier for developers to manage their applications. Express is a web application framework for Node.js that streamlines the process of building REST APIs. It provides a clear and flexible way to define how an application responds to client requests at specific URL endpoints and HTTP methods. This means developers can focus on what their application does rather than getting lost in the details of server management. One of the standout features of Express is its straightforward route definitions. Developers can use simple methods like app.get, app.post, app.put, and app.delete to define routes that correspond to HTTP methods. Each method requires a URL path and a callback function that runs when a request matches that path and method. This direct mapping makes organizing API endpoints clear and intuitive. Express also supports route parameters, which allow dynamic segments in the URL. For example, a route like /API/book/ ID lets developers access specific book resources easily. This means less time spent on complex parsing and more time on building features. Another key feature is the router module. This object enables developers to group related routes into separate modules, keeping the code organized. This is especially helpful for larger applications, as it allows routes for different resources or features to be maintained independently. Middleware integration is another way Express simplifies routing. Middleware functions can run before the final route handler, performing tasks like authentication or logging. This flexibility allows developers to apply middleware globally, per route, or per router. Express also supports chaining route handlers. This means multiple callback functions can be used for a single route, allowing each function to perform part of the processing and then pass control to the next. This creates a clean separation of concerns within a route's processing pipeline. Additionally, the app.route method allows developers to chain different HTTP methods for the same path. This reduces repetition and keeps related handlers organized. For instance, handling GET and POST requests on events can be done in one place, making the code more manageable. In practical terms, when building a REST API, Express allows you to define endpoints for resources like books or users with clear URL and HTTP methods. For example, app.get/API/books fetches all books, while app.get/API/books/d retrieves a specific book by its id. By using routers, developers can separate these routes into modules, such as a Books.js router, which makes backend code easier to maintain and scale. Overall, Express provides a minimal yet powerful routing system that meets the core needs of REST APIs. Its clean syntax and modular structure allow developers to focus on implementing server-side logic and database interactions without being bogged down by routing complexities.